Hello, great people. Recently, you've been hearing the word coalition, and you will recall that if you trace it back, that word emanated from the political camp of the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. Now, I have a news for you. Some will find it to be a great news. Some will find it to be a disturbing news, which is that Atiku Abubakar is plotting to contest the 2027 presidential election with Peter Obi as his running mate. Now, I need 3 favors from you in this video. I'm not sure you can do the 3, but I'm sure you can do one because I'm about to break some tables. You are about to hear from a political scientist. And what do I need from you? Number 1 is that if you can help me to drag Obi to watch this video, help me drag him. He should sit down and watch. If you can get Atiku Abubakar to drag him, let him sit down and watch this video with you. But if you cannot get both of them, or if you cannot get any one of both of them, then the third favor is just give me about 10 minutes of your time. Just 10 minutes. That is all I ask for. Now, let us go into it now. I can tell you for free that the Obidients, which is the political support base of Mr. Peter Obi, are disagreeing vehemently with this kind of arrangement that Peter Obi, if you dare try it, we are not going to accept anything except you are the flag bearer. If you are not the flag bearer, we are not going to support such a thing. You are on your own. Now, let us go into the issues. First, I will take it from Atiku Abubakar, then I will go to Peter Obi, then I will mix the two together. Now, first, for me to start, let me start with Atiku Abubakar. First, Atiku Abubakar is saying that he will do only one term. That Obi, I am the road to the presidency. Let me be the presidential candidate. Let me do only one term. Then you will be the presidential candidate and you will do 2 terms. Well, I can tell you for free that at the end of the day, Atiku Abubakar would not fulfill that promise. And if I must ask, Atiku, must it be you? What do you always derive when you are on the ballot? Every year you want to be on the ballot. Some of you do not know that Atiku Abubakar has been contesting. He has been interested in the presidential election since 1993. The days of MK Abiola. MK Abiola said if he don't die, you don't even remember, say, he came to this one with profound respect to MK Abiola. Great guy, I must say. Now, Atiku Abubakar, why is it that you find it interesting? Every year you want to be on the ballot. You want to be on the ballot. You feel that the political atmosphere is not complete. You feel that the political equation is not balanced except you are on the ballot. Now, why would you say you will do one time when we all know? Say, lie. Now, lie. You are going to do 2 times. Why are you addicted to contesting? And you see, one thing is that Atiku Abubakar, before I go to Peter Obi, and that is where it gets interesting. If you have watched this video to this level, don't miss the one of Peter Obi for any reason. But let me through with Atiku Abubakar. Let me follow it up a bit before I move to Mr. Peter Obi. Now, Atiku Abubakar, you should learn something. One major thing you should learn from Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which is that Bola Ahmed Tinubu used Buhari to pave way for himself. Now, you too, use Peter Obi to pave way for yourself. Because as it is in Nigeria now, the North-South political arrangement, the political argument, or if you like political equation, favors Peter Obi. So why don't worry, it is the turn of the South. Let Peter Obi, let him use 4 years. Let him use the remaining slot of the South. Then you wait till 2031 and use the slot of the North. Then the Obidients will now back you, will support you. I haven't supported Peter Obi because look at it. Tinubu is a wise guy. You may not like him, but sincerely he's a wise guy. Tinubu decided to support Buhari. He brand Buhari. He packaged Buhari. He put all his political weight behind Buhari, made Buhari president, influenced his emergence, and at the end of the day, Tinubu, grabbed power or, stole it or run away with it, use any word you like, and now he is the president of Nigeria. Why can't Atiku learn that from Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Why can't he push Obi forward so that Obi will use the remaining tenure of the South, then after that, he will now emerge? Why can't he push Obi forward as president, then find somebody in his political circle, even if it will be his son, to be the vice presidential candidate to Peter Obi, just as Bola Ahmed Tinubu brought a political naive person in terms of Yemi Osinbajo, a pastor that knows that he doesn't have any political clout, to be the vice to Muhammadu Buhari. Now, the big question is, who is politically valuable? You know that now, we are considering an Atiku-Obi ticket as being proposed by Atiku Abubakar. They said it has happened before. Now, okay, it can happen again. Well, you may want to recall that when it happened the first time, it didn't work. But now they are thinking that, oh, Obi has over 6 million votes, Atiku has over 6 million votes in the 2020 presidential election. If they merge it together, it will beat, Emilokon, who had over 8 million votes. But if in these two equations, presidential ticket, who is more politically valuable? Who should have the ticket? And follow me in this arithmetic. I will tell you for free that in that last election, and if you have watched this video to this level, kudos to you. I intentionally put this at the middle of this video, and that is customary to me, so that if you are not patient enough, then you don't get the real juice. You don't get to kind of like add one of my strongest points in the video. So if you watch it to this level, you are the type that usually watch all my videos, kudos to you. Now, this is where it gets very interesting. I am asserting that in the last election, Obi have more vote than Atiku Abubakar. And right now, Obi is more politically valuable than Atiku Abubakar. I will explain to you. Now, in that last election, Obi has over 6 million votes. Atiku has over 6 million votes as well. Now, if you look at it, the margin of Atiku's vote with that of Peter Obi is not that much. Now, let us go into it fully. If you now add the vote, the real Lagos vote, with all the rigging, with all the mago, wuru, Obi still flogged Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Lagos State. So, if you add the real Lagos vote, that, okay, we can get the result, maybe from God or his angels, maybe Angel Gabriel, that what is the real result? Without any kind of rigging, without any kind of ballot box, what is the real result of Lagos? If we get that real result, I underline real result, and we now get the result of Rivers State, the real result, not the one that was, manipulated by Yeson Wike, the Minister of FCT. That even BBC reported that Peter Obi won the election in Rivers State. So if you get the real result of Peter Obi, if you get the real result of Peter Obi in Lagos State and Rivers State, you will see that Peter Obi apparently has more votes than Alhaji Atiku Abubakar in that presidential election. Now, who is more valuable? If Peter Obi, that have not been in the presidential race for long, he contested with Atiku Abubakar. He was the vice presidential candidate to him. They lost the election. The next election, close to the period of the election, Obi moved to the Labour Party. Obi moved to the Labour Party. Don't forget that when Obi moved to the Labour Party was as good as dead and buried. Labour Party was an irrelevant party. It was the migration of Obi from PDP to Labour Party that resurrected the Labour Party at that point in time. So let us look at it. Who is more politically valuable? Obi, that his presence resurrected Labour Party, got over 6 million votes. Atiku Abubakar, that has been in the PDP, an established party, with established structure, with established stakeholders, political juggernauts, also got over 6 million votes. And Obi, that is just coming to Labour Party, that it was his president that resurrected his party, had over 6 million votes. So you want to ask yourself, who is more politically valuable in Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar? That, gives you the answer to what I am saying. So by my calculation, even Peter Obi defeated Atiku Abubakar in the last election. So you cannot now say that Peter Obi should come and be your deputy. Well, I am asserting that let the South use their tenure. Don't contest. You find somebody to be the deputy to Peter Obi and back that person with your political might, your political strength, and your political machinery. Obi is already strong. Obi is a political capital on his own. And I can even go further to say that one of the biggest headaches of Bola Ahmed Tinubu politically now is Peter Obi, because if Obi can do wonders within a night twinkle, can bring over 6 million organic votes, these are not voters that were paid to get that. These were not voters that were bribed to. These were not voters that were bought. Organic voters. Then tell me, who is that, who is that person that has strong presidential prospect in the South other than Peter Obi? Well, I must say, I don't know Peter Obi. I've never met him. I don't have any alliance with the Labour Party or Peter Obi or anybody. But the truth is, the truth must be said. And some of you, that's the reason why you love my platform. Tomorrow, if my words go against Peter Obi. If I have any reason to criticize Peter Obi, don't be annoyed. That is who I am. I speak the truth, not my day. Who sucks is God. But this time around, Atiku Abubakar, what are you looking for again? You know, what are you looking for that you want to make Obi to be your deputy? That will not work, and it is not something that people want. Atiku is strong. Let us get something right. Atiku is strong, and Obi needs that northern coalition. Atiku is strong. Obi needs the northern coalition if he wants to be president. But then again, don't forget that Atiku Abubakar, as strong as he is, he does not have the court-like followership that Buhari has in the north. Let's get that right. Atiku Abubakar is strong, but he doesn't have the court-like followership that Buhari has in the north. And that is why, as much as Obi needs him, he himself needs Peter Obi. In fact, he needs Peter Obi more than how Peter Obi needs him. And that is the truth, because Peter Obi, as I've analyzed for you, is even more politically valuable now than Atiku Abubakar. So Peter Obi, don't let Atiku Abubakar intimidate you. Don't let him kind of like bully you, or don't let him use elderly sense to convince you and to, you know, to make sure that you accept what is not. No, you shouldn't accept. And be careful. Don't let Atiku Abubakar make you a political harlot, in the sense that Peter Obi has been in Abia. From there, he moved to the PDP and he moved to the Labour Party. Now, he's going to move to another party if he wants to contest with Atiku Abubakar, because Atiku Abubakar will not come to Labour Party. Most likely, he will want to go to another party, maybe SDP, or contest under the PDP. And that is why, if Peter Obi is not careful, Atiku will make him a political harlot that will be jumping from one party to another. And that does not speak well to the person of Peter Obi himself. I wish both of them the best of luck, and I hope Peter Obi will take the right decision. It's been an interesting time with you on this episode of Politics with Dr. Omosoladeji. Subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past video. See you in my next video. I love you all sincerely.